USL League One Soccer returns to Tucson, Arizona tonight as FC Tucson welcomes in Union Omaha. In tonight's match presented by Chapman Automotive. Find out how you can make the most of this home field advantage. Visit ChapmanTucson.com. FC Tucson finally back at Keno North Stadium, returning home to face off with Union Omaha. Tucson trying to get back in the win column after a tough loss against Chattanooga on the road last week. Taking a look at the standings up until this point tonight, with one match still underway, Chattanooga and North Texas currently doing battle. Tormenta, big upset tonight, going down to Fort Lauderdale. Now Tormenta, 5 matches played, 5 points, and a great opportunity for Chattanooga or Omaha to leapfrog them into that second spot just behind the Triumph. Looking at Tucson, key chance creator Charlie Dennis for Tormenta last year, second in League One chances created overall, and that's something that Tucson's looking to see from him here. Hasn't really developed into that to start the year, just 2 created chances in those 2 matches, but certainly at the top of the formation again tonight, he'll be looked upon to create those chances and try not to get stuck too much in the back, distribute more at the top, and he's one that will be key if they want to win against Omaha this evening. Union Omaha on the other side, take it in. Omaha Parliament and the supporters in Nebraska. First goal in club history right here. It was Evan Conway that got it home. But the bigger picture from that North Texas victory, they really stymied the best offense in the league from a year ago and got the clean sheet as well. 2 clean sheets for Jay Mims and his squad. Very impressive early on. Can we take it at face value, though? We're going to learn a lot tonight as they hit the road against Tucson, a hungry Tucson squad back at home for their home opener here in 2020. We've been waiting for it. Late night League One is back here in Tucson tonight on ESPN+. We'll have the start of it coming up next.
United Way of Tucson in Southern Arizona has joined with community partners to launch the United for Southern Arizona COVID-19 Fund. The fund provides food, baby formula, diapers, health supplies, rental assistance, utilities, child care, and other critical services for those in need. With your support, our community can emerge stronger than ever. Please visit UnitedWayTucson.org and click on the donate link. Thank you for helping us live united.
Lately, we've all faced difficult choices. We sacrifice. We choose to stay home, to connect, not to be stuck in our fears. And when we choose each other, life gets better. We choose to be here when you need us, to support you during hard times. We choose strength and hope. We choose you.
Life is full of chores, but shopping for your next vehicle customize add-ons, find out your trade-in value, calculate your monthly payment, and even have that new ride delivered right to your front door. Visit us today at ChapmanTucson.com.
I'm Eddie Canto. I run a commercial art and design studio under the alias New Jack. So the whole concept behind this TIFO design is about community. The closed fists really represent unity and strength in numbers. I really kind of wanted to show the passion that the fans bring to the game. And it doesn't matter win or lose, you're in it together.
Welcome back here into Tucson, Arizona for tonight's match presented by Chapman Automotive. Find out how you can make the most of this home field advantage. Visit ChapmanTucson.com. A look at John Gallus, head man for FC Tucson, as he moves his way over to the bench. And what he told us was really wants some more energy at the beginning of the match compared to against Fort Lauderdale, Chattanooga. Tough starts for them, and then really Tucson coming out as second half teams. Will they get some reinforcements here this evening? Eric Bergen, Morancio, both back from Tucson a year ago. They are going to get their first appearances, and a switch as Charlie Booth will get his first appearance coming in for Beak in our lineups presented by Chapman Automotive Group. For Union Omaha, Rashid Nuhu having a few saves to start the year. And the amazing thing about this start for Union Omaha, this defense has only allowed 3 shots on goal in 2 matches, along with their 2 clean sheets. Doing an amazing job both in between the pipes with Nuhu, but also in front of him, the former New York Red Bulls 2 keeper, coming up with big saves like that against New England 2. And he'll be looked to, especially tonight, against a hungry Tucson squad looking to get back in the win column. Here for Union Omaha, the starting 11. Kroll and Osu Manu back there as the center backs for this one for Union Omaha. Elma N4 getting the start for the first time today. He should be quite the threat on the press against the back line of FC Tucson. Getting set to get underway, and just excellent to be back here in Tucson for USL League One Soccer. Keno North Stadium back here with us for league play. The United Soccer League All-47 Championship and League One clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. And we're off and running here tonight from Tucson, Arizona. FC Tucson, home opener here in 2020 against Union Omaha. I'm Chris Makoviak here, happy to have you with us as we get things going. And already, we're gonna have to see how FC Tucson approaches this. Charlie Dennis already a pretty high press. Out of the far sideline, and it'll be a throw-in. John Gallus overseeing things here in his first season. Said he thought that they could have gotten some points out of that Chattanooga match as this is deflected out of play, and an early corner kick coming for Union Omaha. Really, he's looking, as I mentioned, for that energy to start in the first 15 minutes of action, really set the tempo for the rest of the game. And he mentioned to us, really, he was unhappy in the first half against Chattanooga with the work rate off the ball, giving options to teammates on the ball, and that really allowed Chattanooga to trap Tucson in their own back end. Charlie Dennis not able to really be that distributor that they want in the central midfield. Because of that, he gets to start once again at center forward today. Early quarter kick opportunity for Union Omaha. Headed on, Usumanu, up and out of play. And we get our first look at Carlos Marancio, who's back in there after missing out on the first few matches. 41 saves last year and 13 starts. He had his first start for Tucson in June of last year, so came on later on in the season, but really showed well. Native of Mexico, 21 years old. He'll turn 22 coming up in September. Ellie Velton with a throw-in on the far side. Now look at this corner kick. And a beautiful look there, but Osu Manu just getting under it a bit too much on the Chapman replay. Tucson in the all-black moving left to right. Omaha in the all-white moving from right to left. Early foul is called. It'll go the other way. Omaha on the other side coming off of the high, really, of a 1-0 victory over the defending champions. A brilliant moment for the Omaha community and Jay Mims, who told us that really he loved the moment because it's built up so much to this point where he really helped develop college soccer in the area, and now he gets to expose people to the pro game in the area as well. It really helped develop the soccer culture in Nebraska. Outside, Conway has to retrieve this one from Jack Adams. Deflected. Excuse me there, getting my teams mixed up. That was Josh Cohn on the outside, and it's a free kick the other way. But already Tucson a little eager there with the aggressive play at the top. There's Elma N4, former Lansing man. Nuhu looks like he'll take this one. It'll be fun to see Eric Bergen back out there for Tucson. Made 16 appearances last year. He'll be in the attacking midfield to help out Charlie Dennis and the wingers. All the way through. Logue after it. Contreras trying to save it, and it's a goal kick for FC Tucson. Marancio from the back. The real key to the success of Union Omaha so far, their press. We'll see how they fill in at Keno North stadium, and already a giveaway at the back by Somersault. And a lucky bounce there to help out Tucson to get back in control. Skierce over the top. Back on the ball, takes a shot, diving stop by Marancio. And for a back heel, thought his teammate was there. And we're headed back the other way. Viator on the attack. Dami Viator trying to find some room, cuts it back over to the left boot, deflected by Logan. Marancio makes the stop. I mean, Marancio had the stoppage like everyone else, but welcome back to League One with that stop. Diving to his right, we'll check it out on the Chapman replay. If that's not up for save of the week. Amazing stop by Marancio. Foul called on Boyce, and it's back with Tucson. 5 minutes in, and we already have some great action here in League One late night in Tucson. Late night on the East Coast, that is. Dennis with the hold-up play. He's brought down, wins the foul, and headed the other way. That was a big staple of the match against Chattanooga. 41 combined fouls in that match and 11 yellow cards. Head coach Gallo's telling us that really it's not a category he wants to lead in, but it is a sign that this team is getting the ball in dangerous areas, as we see him chopped down by Skierce on the Chapman replay. Eli Velton, Brazilian over the ball, currently on loan. Ball sent in, and it was Booth trying to knock it back. But it goes out of play for a goal kick. Charlie Booth out there making his first appearance for FC Tucson in 2019. Spent time with the Flint City Bucks. 16 appearances. They took the USL League 2 title as well. Viator.
Erickson will work as a local.
Somersault stepping up. Jumbo mess in the midfield, but it looks like Omaha making the most of it now. Through ball down the right side, open look, and just outside the mark. Marancio having to run to cover, provided enough to force the missed shot. Another look on the Chapman replay. That was a great opportunity for Vandercourt Decker. Vandercourt Decker, 5 created chances, 1 assist so far. Of course, that assist to Conway for the goal against North Texas.
And here on the CRF.
Somersault from Boyce. Contreras, captain's armband again for the former El Paso man. 3 goals, 5 assists on their way to the USL Championship Western Conference semifinals. That ball stayed in. Kroll after it. This will have to be cleared. A big story tonight and throughout the day in USL League One. It's a bit of a moving day now, 4 weeks in. Starting to get a feel for these teams and what they're all about here. Tucson trying to find one. Puts it in towards the frame, but it's scooped up by Nuhu. A good thought from Tucson. Already we saw Fort Lauderdale head up to Statesboro, Georgia, get a 2-1 victory over Tormenta. Now Tormenta in a really tough spot, 5 points from 5 matches. Their second loss of the week after falling 1-0 on Wednesday to Greenville. But you look at the standings currently, they're in the second spot. Chattanooga was leading North Texas. Benny Redzik coming up with the equalizer in the second half. They're still going, final few minutes left. The Chattanooga and Union Omaha, the two teams with the best opportunity to leapfrog Tormenta. Of course, Tucson can as well with a win here tonight after they got 3 points against Fort Lauderdale in the well-noted 2 red card match that helped Coach Gallus to his first victory as manager. And 4. Skierce over the top, offsides flag is up. It's Contreras going across the line. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. A Select ball with Tucson right now. There's a logo over it. The Irishman recently playing with Finn Harps, 2 years at Ohio State. For that, Summersall over to Calvo. Costa Rican player over to Alarcon. Calvo feeling the press from Union Omaha there. Load back with it. This press something that Tucson had to deal with against Chattanooga. Jimmy Obleda's side really doing wonders that day and breaking up Tucson. And really it was Tucson counterattack and 1v1 abilities. That was the only chances they got on the other end. Second half really bloomed into something for Tucson. They had a PK attempt but could not convert as it was saved by Mangles, and in the end, 3 points for Chattanooga. Now Boyce. It's Conway up and out of play, and a goal kick for Morancio. Evan Conway, great story coming from the team tryouts ahead of the season. One of only 2 players that did make the team, including Christian Molina, who's on the bench today. Currently 1-1 in the 88th minute between North Texas SC and Chattanooga. Giveaway at the back by Calvo, and he'll clear. Richmond taking down Madison. Early goal by Terzaghi. Getting that one done for the Kickers. Big win for OCB. New England 2 did go down a man in the first half in that one. And Greenville still at the top of the table, at least for another week. 10 points out of 4 matches. And thank the stoppage time goal from J.J. Donnelly Wednesday night. But a really rough week for John Milleracey and Tormenta this evening. 2 losses this week, really changing things for their side in a 16-game season. Over the top and over to Nuhu. We had an electric first about 8 minutes, and now it's kind of slowed down a bit as the teams feel each other out here in Tucson. If you notice throughout our broadcast, there's signage on the opposite side. Those are from fans. Since they can't be here in attendance, encouraged to make some signs for the players to light up the stands on the far side. Now we have the Omaha Parliament tuning in from 1912 Benson Brewery in Omaha. Ungaus trying to find his second victory as head coach here. He was an assistant under Darren Sawatsky last year. And certainly some tough decisions for the lineup today with Morancio back all night, giving way to that opportunity for Morancio. Should be a tight battle at keeper all season. Night a Jamaican international as well on loan from San Diego Loyal. Last year was kind of similar with Philip Ejimadu on loan from LAFC as well. There's Jay Mims on the other side, leading Omaha to their victory over North Texas last week. Knowing that he's going to get Tucson's best shot tonight, their first home match of 2020. They had a lot of success limiting the opportunities for North Texas and slowing their game. He said really, he watched that initial match against Madison for North Texas and thought the Flamingos just gave him too much room to roam and run and pass in the back and set things up. So instead, he just closed down enough pressure at the top of the formation and caused enough problems as N4 goes down, throwing at midfield for Omaha. And North Texas really struggled there at Warner Park. Tight field as well. Things a bit wider and open here at Keno North Stadium. Let's look at the Chapman replay. Booth and N4 going up for the battle. Somersault out of the back. What a way it would be to get things going in the 10th anniversary of Tucson to get a victory here in their home opener. Great USL League 2 franchise before joining League 1. Tucson and Union Omaha, both one win on the season. Omaha still undefeated. Again, I'm Chris Makoviak. Happy to have you with us here. 16 minutes on. Great stops by Morancio already, a diving save. Stop with the right paw to get us going. 5 minutes on. Down the field, and a handball is called. This will stay now with Union Omaha. Look at Charlie Dennis, great contributor with Tormenta last year, second in League 1 created chances behind Arturo Rodriguez of North Texas SC. Just 2 so far in the early going of the campaign. Played a similar position for John Milracy out in Statesboro, Georgia. Center forward, but can play wide and back on defense as well. Very versatile player. Ramos Godoy is back tonight on the bench after dealing with a brief injury. Felt in the Fort Lauderdale match. He started at center forward with Dennis Moore in the midfield in that match. Now Boyce with the late tackle will bring this back for a free kick. There's N4, first time starting this season. It's been really a super sub for Jay Mims and his staff. Now Vanacore Decker from way deep. You could call that a heat check 18 minutes on. Vanacore Decker had a great match against North Texas despite not finding one in the back of the net.
I'll get there, he'll get
Putting
there.
Zamudio, the North Texas keeper, in a lot of dangerous situations.
I hope that's him.
A look here on the chance from far out on the Chapman replay. There's that press by Union Omaha. Brought down, Omaha on the attack, Vietor there. Moves to the left side, cuts it back over, but chopped down by Alarcon. Good stop by the right back of Tucson. Shaq Adams looking the other way. Quick player out of Nashville. Try the other side, now Somersault stepping up. Raheem Somersault. Give it off and back down. Through ball, Adams on the run, towards the box, he's onside. Adams, right boot shot is scooped up by Nuhu. He'll still argue for the offsides, but had to save anyway. Adams selected 54th in the 2020 MLS Super Draft by Nashville SC, released back in February. He's been his collegiate career at Florida Gulf Coast University. Definitely offers some speed up there on the wing for John Gallus. Here's Boyce. Same center back duo we saw for Union Omaha against North Texas, Jake Kroll and Osamanu. Chip this over the top. Now N4 on the run. Booth will take care of it with a header. Keeps that in play with Tucson. A good move by the center back in his debut. Somersault. Closed down. Now Alarcon. Logue. Cone losing it. A somersault. The foul called the other way. Now let's look at our injury report presented by Body Central. Just Sam Beek out. Would have been a starting center back for FC Tucson, but feeling a non-COVID related illness, fortunately. So Charlie Booth coming on for his pro debut. And nothing for Union Omaha as Jay Mims looks on. Former University of Nebraska Omaha head coach before spending time in the Real Salt Lake organization. Viator and Swinger. It's got a touch to it and a good shot, but instead it's back with Tucson. Dennis going down, and Omaha will move it around the back line. Here's Boyce. Contreras. Argentine midfielder, and his pass deflected in there. Adams back with it. Out of play. Now let's take a look at the keys to the game for the match tonight. Presented by Chapman Automotive Group. For Tucson, work off the ball. And Coach John Gallus mentioned it to us. He wants to see more movement away from the ball. We've seen that so far tonight to open things up for teammates. And for Union Omaha, you see already how much they love to press. A bigger venue here and field than Warner Park. So press smartly, if that. And they've done that so far to do enough pressure on the opposing keeper. Alarcon is chopped down by Viator. A good stop by the left back of Union Omaha. Conway there delivering the blow. He'll get the card to start things off as Calvo went down. Now a big opportunity for FC Tucson. Alarcon, their leader and created chances standing over the ball. The Spaniard, a great opportunity. Get Tucson going here in the 23rd. Look at Conway, who just went to the books for the first time in 2020. Con headed away. There's Eli Velton. Brazilian left back. Heaves it forward. Vergen stolen away by Conway. I'll try to get it out of the back with Boyce. Calvo still up there. Finds Adams onside. Shaq Adams still, and it's deflected out of play by Boyce. We have a corner kick here for FC Tucson. This corner presented by Chapman Automotive Group. Another look here on the Chapman replay. Alarcon will take it. Near side runner as well. Ball over, headed away. Alecon. Now Dennis trying to win the throw in, but Kroll handled that situation well, gets it out. Tucson dictating things now, a bit of a half-field offense as Omaha is caught in. Alarcon, Summersall, Vergen, left-booted strike, but out of play. A good opportunity early on for the Utah native. Vergen spending 1 year over at the University of New Mexico and actually played for FC Tucson back in 2017 in USL League 2. In the Chapman replay, you can see this hung up a bit for him. Missed the first 2 matches, but back here tonight for his 2020 debut. Foul is called, which will go in favor of Omaha. And brief talking to as well. And Chapman there, going down. In the replay. And Vergen was the one that thought he drew contact, and indeed seemed like there was, but instead it's over to Omaha. All of a sudden some goals going in late in Arlington, Texas, 2-2 between North Texas SC and Chattanooga Red Wolves, and that has gone final. So now Union Omaha, if they do win this one, they would be sole in possession, second place, and FC Tucson would as well. Of course, they would be up to 6 points. Redzik getting a brace in that one to help out North Texas, so he's at 3 goals already. Greg Hurst got his 4th of the season already in that battle. So right now, in the Golden Boot race early on, a few matches in, Greg Hurst 4 goals, 3 for Jake Keegan, and 3 for Benny Redzik. Banacor Decker going down. It's over to FC Tucson with the throw-in. So already you have to say John Gallus would be pleased with the performance in the first 15 minutes, let alone the first 27. Getting some chances going against Union Omaha in defense. Now Kroll will take it from the back. 4 years at Spring Arbor University. He was a 2-time NAIA All-American. Conway trying to divvy up the traffic. Alarcon got a touch in there to slow him down. Now N4, 1v1. N4 strikes it, a big save there by Morancio getting down. Already 2 in that column for the keeper tonight. Call back to Nuhu, and Charlie Dennis really putting the pressure on Omaha this evening to this point. Osumanu now from the back. Spent 3 years at Marshall. Now Contreras. Pressure comes there from Summersall. And not the possession. Skeers now giving it off. Boyce looking up ahead. St. Louis native. Got it ahead, but instead the attack is thwarted by Lowe. He's back with Tucson. Union Omaha very much, as you can see, like to be on the counterattack, absorb pressure, and then win the ball back. Possession base, just not connected too much tonight to this point. And that's something that Jay Mims does embrace. Very entertaining style, he calls it, that's aggressive, that fans love for sure, and that's something they felt with the crowd behind them at Warner Park a week ago. Something that can, a style that can really get the energy going in the crowd. And Tucson has dealt with it well so far with the help of their keeper, of course, getting 2 saves early on in this match. Already we've seen 7 shots for Omaha, but just 2 on target. Tucson's 1 shot on target tonight. Union Omaha 3 matches so far, just 4 shots on goal allowed. Impressive stuff from this defense, new to USL League One. Now Bergen. Tackle out of play. Came from Hosworth, former Tucson man himself, a homecoming after 24 appearances for Sawatsky. Tucson last year. Player down here for Tucson. And a hydration break here as well as we hit the 32nd minute of action. No look here on the Chapman replay. Eli Velton going down. He remains down.
Oh, no, you're good. Don't worry.
And the trainers will be waved on here. 1 assist, 9 clearances so far this season for the Brazilian left back. Been very strong on service as well, along with Alarcon on the opposite end. Remember, on Wednesday, August 19th, Union Omaha returns home to Warner Park and welcomes in Forward Madison for the first time. Very limited tickets are still available. Make sure to check out those at tickets.unionomaha.com. That's something we hope to maybe develop into a rivalry in the Midwest between Omaha and Madison. Of course, Lansing United was a big rival last year for Madison, and Omaha may be the same as Eli Velton is up with the trainers. Good to see him walking under his own power. And we mentioned a watch party going on in Omaha for Omaha Parliament. Well, one going on across town as well for Tucson. We're going to check that out at halftime. More of the automobile variety for that one, so stay tuned to check that out. But Tucson and all the organizations throughout League One, great endeavors to keep fans involved and supporting their players on the field, despite the restrictions around fans. You see what both coaches said to their sides in the final 12 minutes of this first half. Good chances early on for both sides. And with that result between Chattanooga and North Texas, Chattanooga and Tormenta tied for second in the table currently. If they draw today, Omaha would be tied there as well for second. Then we would have a 3-way tie entering next week. There's Tucson, also a chance to jump into sole possession of second with a win today. They would, of course, be on the table in 4 points from 3 matches. But we thought we would get some separation tonight, and one thing we have learned from 2019, the inaugural season of League One, is when we expect separation, we get quite the opposite. Chattanooga, we thought was going to be at 7 points after a great start. 3 minutes in, Greg Hurst gets his 4th goal of the season, but instead now at 5 points. So following today, if this remains a draw, we would still, from 2nd to 11th, be separated by 4 points among all the clubs. And Greenville, they're loving the action so far tonight, to say the least. After 4 matches played, they're at 10 points. Closest teams to them would be 5 points away. And we head back the other way. Jay Mims lining into that one. That was a solid kick. The team will really keep an eye on Chattanooga Red Wolves coming up, as they'll have 3 matches to come this week, including the one that just went final. Union Omaha, along with them, will be seeing quite a few matches, as Union Omaha will go on the road to Chattanooga coming up Wednesday. Before finding themselves off next Saturday. And then, of course, the aforementioned Omaha and Madison battle to come on the 19th. Boyce now looking downfield. Chips it over the top, but Ellie Velton all over this one. Tucson on the other end could really use the points here today, as they hit the road once again for 2 matches. Making the journey all the way up to Central Virginia coming up shortly, and then down to Orlando as we look at the Chapman replay. Somersault just dragged down from behind. Galvo. M4 couldn't get there. Already today, FC Tucson using the width of the field from sideline to sideline. Best chances probably have come with Union Omaha, though, forcing 2 saves out of Marancio. Now Dennis. A good run from Dennis. Continues that run out to Shaq Adams. Adams now, Alarcon to his right. Adams takes it himself, and the bender goes wide. Good look there for the winger. That's really the key for Tucson. On the Chapman replay, you can see the shot go wide. But Dennis, if he's able to get the ball centrally, hold it up a bit despite the pressure, and then sling it out to those wingers, and they win their one-on-one battles. That's the real key to Tucson's success here in 2020. Of course, if Godoy gets out there as well in starting form, then he offers another weapon. The true number 9 at the top, hold up play, offer some goal scoring as well on crosses. Booth will send it on back to Marancio to give him a touch here. 39 minutes on. Skeers. Vanacore Decker trying to split the center backs. It's N4 instead who sends it right off the chest of Booth and out of play. Corner kick coming for Union Omaha. That's their 2nd so far this evening. We'll see what they make of it. Now Boyce heading over to take it. Spent 2 years at University of New Mexico and 2 years at St. Louis University. Brazos Valley in League 2, the affiliate of the Houston Dynamo. All whipped in, and this one way too far as Kroll heads over to take it. Player down for Tucson. That was an awkward ending to that run. Not anything you ever want to see there. Hopefully he's all right. That was Somersault. Hopefully just got tripped up there. Somersault 1 assist and 11 appearances last year, but didn't play after July 4th. About half of season of action he saw. International with St. Kitts as well, now at 23 years old. Out of play, and it's a throw-in for Omaha. John Gallus, former head coach of Lane United over in USL League 2. Back the other way we go. Quick restart for Tucson, taking the opportunity with the room. Here's Vergen. He goes down, late challenge and a free kick here for Tucson. That was a smart play by Vergen to keep running despite kicking the ball away, knowing the contact was to come. He's been sealed up pretty well to start here for Tucson. Chapman replay, you can see it here. I don't know, that might be a charge in basketball, but we're not on the court here. Free kick to FC Tucson here at home. Lee Velton, Alarcon over the ball. Spaniard and the Brazilian, two creative forces. Either one could take this. Lee Velton gets it in there, but over the head of Booth. Missed opportunity there for the home side. Nuhu has a goal kick. Tucson has looked pretty good in their build-up so far, but still just 3 shots to show for, 1 on target. Omaha, the 7 shots, 2 on target. So after today's action, Union Omaha in front of us today, one of 3 teams that remain undefeated in League 1. Chattanooga now 1 win and 2 draws. Of course, Greenville with the 3 wins, 1 draw, and then Union Omaha 1 win, 1 draw, and we'll see what happens tonight. And for a sharp run here, trying to get some energy going. Rancio gets it away. And a foul is called back in favor of Omaha. There's Kroll. Sharp run by Adams. He almost got there. Viator. Contreras. Tugged from behind, and that'll be a free kick to Omaha. It's not too far away from the box. Viator pretty much the set piece taker for Union Omaha to this point. Native of Barcelona, 23 years old. If you watched their win over North Texas, you saw his hustle up and down the field. Puts it in there, headed up. And 4. Sent back in and headed away. There's Kroll. We play on. Now Boyce goes down. After getting on the end of that one, Conway almost got there and it's cleared. Dennis on the run, putting some pressure. This will be sent back by Horsworth over to Nuhu. Viator down the left flank. Open room just like that past Adams. Viator still. Cuts it back over. Boyce was there, but just a little bit ahead of that pass. Couldn't get to it. Dennis, good job fighting through Contreras. 2 minutes of stoppage time on the board here at Keno North Stadium, presented by Right Shore. Back to the top, here's Dennis. Cuts over, left boot strikes and wide of that right post. Had a great look at the top of the box, but couldn't convert. On the Chapman replay, good awareness to get by Viator. Put that wide. Boyce fighting through somersault. Contreras running up now. There's Viator, and Ford takes it, and Adams a great last second tackle. Alarcon. Viator wins it back. Here's N4. Cross in, headed on, and a brilliant save by Marancio, and a secondary punch to go with it. Three big saves for Marancio in this first half to keep Omaha off the board. Let's take another look on the Chapman replay. Point blank stop, keeping Vanacore Decker off the board. Nuhu will just shove this down the field from midfield. One final opportunity maybe in the first half. And that's where things will pause for halftime. And Marancio, the keeper of Tucson, what a brilliant first 45 to start off his 2020 season, keeping Goose Eggs on the scoreboard. J-Mim's plenty to be happy about with Omaha. They just can't break through in the final third right now. Well, when we come back, we'll have the Right Shore halftime report ready for you. Tucson and Omaha 0-0 on the scoreboard, but plenty of excellent chances. We'll be back shortly with more coverage.
Us just what he's all about, and Danny Crutzen showing exactly what. Coming in on the right side, cross straight across the box and into the back of the net.
Change. Change leads to opportunity, and opportunity opens doors. Arizona at Work is connecting job seekers with local resources, helping you explore career pathways, access free training, obtain new certifications, and find a job. Together, our network can help you return stronger. Find training programs for new career opportunities at azcommerce.com/returnstronger.
There once was a time when I went traveling through the night. When I woke up to my surprise, saw a sliver of big, big sky.
Welcome back here into Keno North Stadium. 0-0 at the half between Tucson and Omaha. And our halftime report presented by Right Shore. Using advanced technology, you can shop rates online with over 40 different insurance companies in less than 60 seconds. Visit rightshore.com today to get your free quote. Now, plenty of supporters in action, not necessarily at the stadium, but some great atmospheres going on across town, and of course with Omaha Parliament up in Nebraska as we take a look at the drive-in night going on for FC Tucson over at El Toro Flicks in the downtown area. Socially distanced gathering in your cars. Couldn't be a better look there for the FC Tucson supporters, including the Cactus Pricks. Plenty of merch to buy, free swag, food truck, and of course a fun halftime light show. And a raffle as well, bringing PPE for frontline workers. You get put into a raffle for a Topgolf gift card and a jersey. Fantastic work here from the FC Tucson staff to keep fans engaged. And you can check out more photos and video from that on social media from the FC Tucson staff. Now let's check out the Goal of the Month nominees here in League One. Yes, we are a month in, funny enough. Physical there, chips it ahead. Morel on the run in the box. Morel strikes and slides it right on by the keeper. Ball sent in, headed on and into the back of the net. Here come the kickers. It's 3-2.
Emiliano Terzaghi with the header. It was a lovely ball in CF Stadium. The Athletic yesterday that MLS could return to home markets August 22nd, and there's the opening goal. First time cross sent in by Rosales and calmly tucked into that bottom corner by Ricky Lopez Espin, who scores the first ever goal for Fort Lauderdale CF.
Back post headed in, and Greg Hurst has his second of the night.
Bolaños coming in from the left side, has men with him, gets it across. Terzaghi there, saved by Hara. Hara save, 8-time save of the week winner last year in League One. Foot as he's falling, gives it up to Micheletto. Shot, great save by Fitzgerald. Full extension, punches that one up over the goal. 2 here if Tormenta goes. Micheletto in space, all alone in the box. Marco Micheletto, the shot is saved by Avisa.
Rips it in, finds the back post. What a finish
It was incredible. The first game I went to, it was just clear that, one, the soccer was quality, entertaining, but then the entire event, it was about even more than soccer.
Having this ability to get to know players a little more, you feel a much closer connection.
It's about how we can invest in the community around us.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
Dr. George Champus from Northwestern and U.S. Soccer's Chief Medical Officer joins me. Coach, try and describe, as soccer has returned around the country over the past month, the work that you and the doctors at U.S. Soccer and in association with the USL Championship, the work you've put in to make sure everybody remains safe for athletes, staff, referees, and in some cases, fans.
Well, Mike, first, it's great to be with you, and watching the USL getting back on the field is really a special thing. To be perfectly honest with you, it's been a collaboration across, I think, our sport in the United States. I think it's what's been really, while we've seen so many challenges with regards to COVID, one of the really good things is seeing, all of the leagues come together, from USL to CONCACAF to NWSL to MLS to NISA, all of us really banding together as a single sport to find a pathway that is first and foremost healthy, and putting our players and all of the staff, coaches, announcers, referees, a top priority. And then subsequent to that was looking at our youth game, that we as a federation, can we create a very responsible guideline that really resonates across the sport.
News and notes from around USL League One, and yes, for some teams, we're already 25% done of this 16-game season. Greenville and Tormenta. Now Tormenta having 5 matches played after tonight as well. Shockingly, really quickly moving along in this campaign. Player of the Week honors going to Neil Vignals after his brace to get Tormenta the victory over Orlando City B last week. Akira Fitzgerald in there from Richmond. Amazing performance. 8 saves to get a scoreless draw on the road at Tormenta at the beginning of last week. Looking at the power rankings, this will shift currently a lot based on today, so check them out on Monday when they come out newly on USLLeague1.com. Richmond kicker should shoot up there quite a bit from the 9th spot. Here at the scoreboard from the out-of-town matches presented by Clear Channel. And North Texas and Chattanooga, quite a battle there. 2-2 it finished, a big draw there, considering Chattanooga was in line for the 3 points since 3 minutes into the game. And Fort Lauderdale as well, the upset of the weekend, 2-1 over Tormenta in Statesboro, Georgia. Here's what the standings look like at this point, with Union Omaha obviously and FC Tucson still going on in front of us. Logjam there at the 2 spot. And if the scores hold, this is what it will look like. Obviously, if Omaha gets the win, add 2 points. If Tucson gets the win, add 2 points. It's still a logjam either way. Upcoming schedule, Chattanooga and Omaha, the teams facing off midweek. The final home opener goes to Orlando City B, coming up on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. As our upcoming schedule presented by Sheridan. And, of course, a whole slate of action coming up next weekend. FC Tucson heading on the road to face off with the Richmond Kickers at a 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time start on ESPN+. Let's take a look at last week's goals of the week from League One.
Shot from distance, off the bar and in. Another look at that one on the Islands replay. Up and over Avisa, off the bar and in.
Vanacore Decker. Through ball head. Elma N4 there. He goes down. Second opportunity. It's in. Conway strikes. Union Omaha. First goal in club history. He's on his left boot. Sends it in there, flicked up. Hurst brings it down, shoots! It's in the back of the net! The first goal in the history of CHI Memorial Stadium, and it belongs to Chattanooga.
Are you ready to take back control? It starts with a choice. Don't blame the system for their greed, for treating you like a number and not a person, because you have the power to do something about it. Don't make them too big to fail. Make your future too strong to fail. Put your money where your values lie, and take back control.
Urgent Specialist is a one-of-a-kind urgent care. Should your visit need extra care, a board-certified specialist is a text, call, or video chat away, with the ability to see you right in our facility as you wait, or as a direct admit to the hospital if necessary. With in-house x-rays, labs, and pharmacy, we are prepared to address your healthcare needs in a comprehensive and cost-effective manner. So next time you need urgent care, a checkup, or complete physical, remember Urgent Specialists.
Welcome back here into Tucson, Arizona. 0-0 on the scoreboard between FC Tucson and Union Omaha as we finish off our halftime presented by Right Shore. Let's check out our first half highlights here from Tucson. And a lot of chances to go through for sure in our highlights presented by Right Shore. Some great opportunities for Omaha. They got the press going early, got some chances because of it, and some diving stops from Marancio. His first appearance of 2020, he got 3 saves out of it already. And really, it could be 3-0 Union Omaha at this point. They put in some great chances, but they're the keeper of Tucson doing an excellent job. Tucson, brilliant build-up, just trying to get that accuracy going. Rolling shot there, easy pickup in the end for Nuhu. And here's Elma N4 getting in on the action. Another nice stop by Marancio, getting down to his right side to make a big stop for Tucson. Chances would continue. A few from the top of the box. This one bending wide and out of play for Adams. He's been sharp in his 1v1 ability, but off the mark to this point, but one to keep an eye on as we head into the second 45. Here's the best save of that first half. If you could top that Marancio save from early in the first half, well, there it is, point blank, and then the punch away as well. He may have 2 nominees in this week's Save of the Week nomination battle. Jay Mims and Omaha out of the locker room, 0-0 at the break, but probably want a bit more out of the first half as they seek to get sole possession of second place, just like Tucson. But things teetering on the edge here. Tucson staying enough in the match to maybe steal a goal late in this one, but Union Omaha, hopefully frustration's not getting to them as they get into the second half and right back to trying to create chances as they head onto the field for the second 45. Some last quick words from Jay Mims as we prepare to get going in this second 45. Again, I'm Chris Makoviak. Happy to have you with us here as we get our home opener here in for FC Tucson. As we approach midnight on the East Coast for those watching. Then locally here, a few hours earlier than that, but finally night has fallen here in Tucson, away from that beautiful sunset we saw earlier. And we're off and running here. Second 45 from Tucson. 0-0 on the score line. And so much more at stake here tonight. 3 points for either side. And they will have sole possession of second place on the table behind the Triumph. Again, Tucson just a one loss, 1-0 to Chattanooga last week. And for Omaha, they're still one of 3 undefeated clubs remaining here in USL League One. Hawsworth on the ball to get us going. 9 shots for Omaha in the first half, just 3 on target. Tucson, 4 shots, 1 on target. Both teams looking pretty strong in their own right. Now, after setting the foundation, maybe fine-tuning things a bit with their head coaches in the locker room. Hawsworth now down the right side. He'll bend the ball in on a low cross. Cone couldn't make anything of that. Be a throw-in for Omaha. Contreras. Ball bent in, and Alarcon going down away from the ball. Let's see what happened here. Felt something and went down. Looked like maybe a serious injury off the ball, but instead just some contact in the middle of the box, fortunately. Orancio taking this one down the field. 3 saves for him in the first half. He had some brilliant moments last year in 2019, but again struggled to get consistent time between the pipes due to the loan deal. Philip Ejumadu coming over from LAFC. Now Hawsworth into the box, a strike deflected it in! Oh, the lucky bounce there for Omaha. What a way to start the second half. Luke Hawsworth against his former club. 1-0 to the Owls. Just unlucky for John Gauss and his side. They look great coming out of the break against Chattanooga and gave one up early. And now it happens again against Omaha. Loke sliding in there, doing his best to avoid giving up a chance, but instead he does just that as it goes in the back of the net, and Morancio just on his knees saying nothing could be done about that. Hawsworth with his first of 2020. And Woodbury, Minnesota native. Putting Omaha up on the road, so if this result holds, Omaha would have sole possession of second place here in USL League One. There's Boyce, Omaha. Liking how things are going now, and that was a dangerous challenge there off the ball. Oh, it was off the ball because it was dribbled around him.
I got the yellow card, Eric. I got the yellow card, Eric.
Alarcon there into the books now with a yellow. It's his second of the season. Look at the Chapman replay. Definitely at least a yellow card there. Viator looking for the insurance tally. All sent in, headed up, still an opportunity. And briefly cleared. Here's N4. Cuts it back over, great look, and just wide. Oh my goodness. Almost a mirror image of that goal for Conway at home last week with the ball sent across in a sharp angle. This time it was N4 on the end of it. Conway More left. Be desired on that play, putting it wide. Omaha, they just needed to see that ball put in the back of the net, and now they're flying. Marancio has to work that out of the back. Ellie Velton, pressure from Contreras. Now Boyce to it. There's Vergen. Somersault. Another Cone. All the way through, and finally some breathing room for Marancio. Over the top, Adams is there. Nuhu trying to collect it, and luckily his teammate Kroll was there to help out. Ellie Velton couldn't get there. Omaha back on the attack. And 4. Too far for Hawsworth. Union Omaha, their defense has led things despite this great counterattack. Not giving up a goal yet. Here in USL League One, does Tucson end that in the next 39 minutes? Somersault. Omaha, they'll see Chattanooga, who they're nearby in the standings come Wednesday. Nuhu again, eager off his line, and Kroll sends it out of play. And they're going to say it deflected off of Dennis as well. But Tucson, they can't catch a break out of the half. Again, giving up one quickly. They had their chances late against Chattanooga, fouls called. And that came when PK was drawn with Mangles off his line trying to get a stop. Unfortunately, that PK was saved on a shot that John Gallis said just wasn't taken well by Cone. And Cone wasn't the designated PK man, but it's one of those moments where you let the players dictate things on the field. It would have been Shaq Adams, but gave way to Cone, who was confident off the bench to strike it. And away from those 41 combined team fouls in the match between Chattanooga and Tucson, John Gallis telling us he would have loved to have 42 just to get one more chance at the PK spot for his side. Contreras now. Picked away. One player Tucson can bring on is Daryl Longden. Seems like they really change in matches when he has come on. Might be considered that next big super sub here in USL League One, just at 19 years old. There's Nuhu at the top of the box. He'll take it in. Big difference in the chances to this point. As you can see, and 4 shots on target for Union Omaha, just the 1 still for Tucson. Viator on the run. Meeting up with Charlie Booth. Ball bent in low, a nice stop there. Took an awkward skip, but the center back got his leg to it. Marancio takes it in. On the Chapman replay. He's stopped by the big center back. You have to feel for Marancio too in this situation. He's had a brilliant night in his own regard with 3 saves on the board, but an awkward deflection, and the soccer gods had other thoughts this evening. Logue slips up. Elma and 4 back on the ball. out of play, and N4 wins the possession in the final third for Union Omaha. Win a national title at Wingate University in NCAA Division II. Hallsworth, the goal scorer. Gets the ball, officially the assist for his goal going to Vanacore Decker, so his second of the season. Omaha dictating things for now, 56 minutes in. Cone, somersault. He goes down, free kick to Tucson. Somersault felt all of that one. In the battle with Boyce, the talking to. And a warning before the next foul occurs. And given right back by Tucson. Boyce trying to get through. He goes down, and it's finally cleared. Just tough right now for Tucson to even get out of their own end. Finally, Dennis got a touch, but it was a chested ball. Vergen hasn't been too involved tonight. Omaha's done a good job suffocating the midfield. Ball sent over on the cross. Nuhu right there and picks it in. Got a reminder, make sure to check out the FC Tucson app. Download it for the exclusive content for all fans, exclusive giveaways, and up-to-date stats for all matches. Always engaging polls and games on there all week. Hallsworth. Shot comes, deflected away, still alive, and there's shot in the back of the net. Vanacore Decker, 2 assists this season, and he has a goal as well now. Staying with the play. And Union Omaha, all of a sudden, in the last few minutes, they're up 2-0. And FC Tucson to the drawing board. Pressure automatically started getting going after that first goal from Hallsworth. Wide open, Vanacore Decker runs up and slots that home on the sharp angle. Oh, look here on the Chapman replay. And again, a deflection by a defender of Tucson. Not helping them out. They're up and celebrating at 1912 Benson Brewery in Omaha. Vanacore Decker finds the back of the net here in the 59th. 2 goals, 10 minutes apart, and we have a whole different game now. Ellie Velton. Put in. Dennis, an open header, but he puts it high and wide. What an opportunity. On the Chapman replay, Dennis putting it up and out of play. As Nuhu lines up for this goal kick, we're getting set for some substitutions here at Keno North Stadium. Tough night here for Tucson. Home opener and down 2-0 now in the 60th. Contreras flicks it out wide. Out of play, it stays with Omaha. Came out like lightning in the second half. Vanacore Decker in the corner. Booth steals it. So if this result holds, at 7 points on the table, Union Omaha would be in second. Now Ellie Velton, Cone on the left side. He'll get the ball to him. Cone gets it deflected. Osumanu getting it out of play, and at least forcing a corner kick for FC Tucson. This corner kick presented by Chapman Automotive Group. Ellie Velton, the Brazilian, on the end of it. No assist on that Vanacore Decker goal, so he ran up to it after the deflection. Ball sent in, brought down. Cone's there, it's deflected. Still alive through traffic, and a lucky bounce there for Omaha as they'll clear it. And it looks like Tucson trying to get some energy off the bench as they find themselves down 2-0 all of a sudden. Daryl Longden coming in for FC Tucson. If you've seen any Tucson matches to this point, you've seen him surely putting pressure on the opposing back line throughout a match. It's been an excellent bit of energy off the bench. We'll see if he can be a game changer here tonight for Tucson. Knocked back over, and brought down. Of course, the substitutions presented by Right Shore. There's no substitution for the Right Insurance. Magana Rivera also coming in for Summersall. Magana Rivera making his second appearance after starting at Chattanooga. And we'll see for that man how these subs change the match. Of course, remember, 5 subs for each side in these League One matches. Orancio sends us into the night. Now Ellie Velton. Dennis threw ball up ahead. At least putting some pressure on the Omaha back line. Here's Longden and got the deflection there. There's that bit of energy we mentioned. Longden out of Brooklyn, New York, actually spent last year in Spain. A gap year program that is actually organized by a former Lane United player of John Gallus. That's how he came about. Daryl Longden. And he was contacted by his former player, and he said that the Rocket is ready. And the Rocket being Longden. And he's ready for his next opportunity now with FC Tucson in USL League One. Dennis puts it in. John Gauss, along with his duties in domestic U.S. soccer, has done some coaching over in Spain. He's made a few connections there as well with this. They brought him in, Longden in for a few weeks in the last few months, and they fit very well in the first preseason with his pace and unbridled ability, as he put it. And he has turned into a real spark off the bench, an explosive player, someone that is very raw in the talent and needs some work, but very hard work and a good student of the game for John Gallus. Contreras taking this corner kick. And four was over there. Here's Longden. The Rocket finding some room. Here's Logue. While Omaha has never trailed in a match so far this season, Tucson has trailed in each match now. They had to come back after being down 1-0 early as Dennis puts his ball in Banuhu right off his line to pick it in. But they came back to score 2 goals over the 9-man Fort Lauderdale side. There's Bergen. Lee Velton. Calvo sending it wide. Alarcon. Contreras using his right arm there and called for the foul. Contreras making his 9th pro stop here with Union Omaha after spending time with El Paso last year. As we see on the Chapman replay, foul called. Played professionally in Argentina and Venezuela since 2012 before heading over to the United States with El Paso. Players still down for Tucson. And allows the Tucson players a brief word as well. Tough night for them once again, right out of the halftime break. Tucson giving up some goals. Credit to Union Omaha, they came out on fire in the second half and they put the ball in a dangerous spot and it deflected in.
I love the sound of EMF, freaking muscle.
And Jay Mims has to be happy as well, as this side is currently on their way towards their 3rd clean sheet already. As we are in a hydration break now. Well, this player is tended to. It's Scarce. Excuse me, Magana Rivera there for Tucson. Remember, on Wednesday, August 19th, Union Omaha returns home to Warner Park and welcomes in Forward Madison for the first time. Very limited tickets are still available at tickets.unionomaha.com. Magana Rivera there needing help getting off the field. He just came on as a sub, actually, so that another trouble spot for Tucson. Now let's check out these goals so far for Omaha. Hawsworth here, the deflection in off of Logue, putting the ball in a dangerous spot for his side and getting a goal out of it in the end, and not much Marancio could do there. about that one. Hallsworth getting us going in the second half. And Union Omaha on the scoreboard in this one. Second goal came about 10 minutes later. As Hallsworth getting his goal, and his first goal actually as a League One player. He made 24 appearances last year, but didn't find one in the back of the net for Tucson. As Magunya Rivera on the sideline, getting tended to. It's Vanacore Decker that found the other scoring touch in this one. As both teams back out the hydration break. Here comes Giovanni Ramos Godoy onto the field for Charlie Dennis. We saw him for about 70 minutes in the first match against Fort Lauderdale, but had a tweak, a muscle at the end of that match, had to leave early from that one. And the substitutions presented by Right Short. There's no substitution for Right Insurance. Ramon Howe also coming on. Howe, a familiar face from last season, third time coming off the bench here in 2020. 1 goal and 12 appearances after joining Tucson late in June last year. Ramos Godoy, big target up top, 6 goals for Orange County last year in USL Championship. Again, they've been in this situation before, FC Tucson. They scored twice in 3 minutes just before stoppage time to get the 3 points at Fort Lauderdale. Vanacore Decker trying to find another one, but it's cleared by Booth. Well, we wanted to see if the North Texas win, it's not just a fluke, but really something here building for Union Omaha, and it seems like that if they are able to hold this 2-0 lead. Vanacore Decker couldn't get there, and of course, another clean sheet would mean they have 3 on the season, and that's 1 more than Greenville has. So is Union Omaha now making a case for the top defense in USL League One to be determined, but we are a few matches in. Hallsworth picked apart there by Vergen. Ellie Felton looking down the field. Here's a nice ball. Godoy. Couldn't get by Kroll, and he'll have to get some help from reinforcements. Godoy, Alarcon. Howe. Logue, and sends this one high into the night, and Nuhu not needing to worry about it, but a wishful strike at that. Tucson unable to get Longden involved to this point since he came off the bench. Been a key catalyst when he is in the match. Here's Godoy. Other substitution there, presented by Right Shore. There's no substitution for Right Insurance. Here's Bergen. Howe. Up ahead, Hallsworth on the run, so is Ellie Velton. Out of play, throwing in the final third for Tucson. Just need to find that first one.
15 minutes. Let's go, Tucson.
Longden eyeing this long throw in, a pseudo set piece opportunity. On a bullet off his arms right there to end for Hal Alarcon. Big deflection there on the shot. Ellie Velton. A foul called on the late contact as well. And a yellow card has been issued to Godoy, fresh off the bench. The 2017 Big West Offensive Player of the Year in the books on the Chapman replay. Reinforcements about to come on for Union Omaha. Juan Mare, former Chattanooga Red Wolf, will be coming to the top of the formation for Vanacore Decker, who recorded an assist and a goal tonight. And Tyler David as well, coming on for the first time off the bench. He started the first two matches. Leads, tied for the team lead with 5 interceptions to this point. 6 starts with Hartford last year. These substitutions presented by Wright Shore. There's no substitution for the Wright Insurance. Contreras done for the night. Yellow card being issued here. It will be against Boyce after that play. He had a warning earlier this half, and there is the card. The Tucson getting possession back, and they'll build from the back. It's Calvo also getting a card on the play. Longden getting the deflection, dragged down from behind, and for Hawsworth a clear yellow card. He knew he was beat there. He gave up the foul to his opposite number. No look here on the Chapman replay. A great job there by Longden to create the opportunity. Alarcon and Ellie Velton over the ball. 12 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. They can find one here. It's a wide open game in front of them.
You like that one, don't you, Harry?
Alarcon bends it, and knew who's right there. Back all the way to Nuhu. Calvo fighting in there, getting the ball back for Tucson. A good give and go there. Ellie Velton now. Bergen. But Omaha getting behind the ball defensively. Howell. Galvo. Oh, scooped ahead. Not enough on that one. Up and out of play as Nuhu will take the goal kick. Frustrating night for FC Tucson, to say the least. 2 goals out of the halftime break to Union Omaha, spoiling, at least so far, this home opener. North Texas and Chattanooga, reminder, 1 point apiece. Tormenta going down to Fort Lauderdale, the big result of the day. And the Richmond Kickers getting their first win under Darren Sawatsky over Ford Madison. OCB getting the victory over the 10-man New England squad yesterday. And Greenville taking down Tormenta midweek. But the opportunity laid there in front of Chattanooga. They were only able to get a point. But now Union Omaha seems to have taken that opportunity to take sole possession of the table. We'll see if it stands. Ball sent in, deflected out, corner kick to Omaha. Yater heads over to take it. Had a very impressive performance to Jay Mims against Ronaldo Damus last week of North Texas. Kroll heads it up there and into the top netting. Marancio quick to move. Time dwindling for FC Tucson. Ellie Velton. Ellie Velton was open, but Bergen couldn't find the pass. Free kick to Tucson. Definitely can make chance occur here. Pancho giving up free kick opportunity. Going the short route, here's Howe, scoops it in there, headed up, still alive. Godoy. And out of play. Back to Omaha.
Okay.
Nuhu. Pretty quiet night for him. Only facing 1 shot on target. On the other side, there's been 5 for Union Omaha. A real tough spot for Tucson. Next 2 matches on the road. They head out to Virginia to face off with the Richmond Kickers. And then we'll face OCB. Union Omaha heading out to face Chattanooga midweek. And then back at home to face Ford Madison the following Wednesday. Ford Madison, a team that many pegged as a real contender to the top of the table. And a tough result here today against the Richmond Kickers, and they're really in need of some points now. Just the 1 point through 3 matches. Knocked on out of play off of Adams, and it's a goal kick. Longden after it, so is Adams, and it's scooped up by Nuhu here in the 86th. Stay with us following the conclusion of the match. We'll take you through all the action this week in USL League One and update you on the table at the end of the night, headed into the Wednesday fixture between Chattanooga and Omaha.
Copy that.
Foul is called against Calvo. Hallsworth over the ball along with Boyce. Cleared with the header. David puts it back in there. Miscommunication, it stays with Omaha. Maury got over there. And good work by the forward to burn some more time off the clock. As the Argentine striker, 25 years old, wins another possession for Hallsworth. Here's N4. Back out, and Tucson is playing into the hands of Omaha. A free kick opportunity, it seems, as well. Right in front of the corner flag. Maybe one more brewing for Union Omaha. Ball whipped in, back post, headed on and wide. N4 was there. It'll be a goal kick for Marancio. Christian Molina now coming in for Union Omaha. Made his debut last week against North Texas. He was the other player along with Evan Conway to make it from the team tryouts. Houston, Texas native. And also coming in, Tommy Silva, the Tucson native, making his debut. Came up through the RSL Academy, the Tucson Development Academy signing. He was slated to debut with UCLA this fall. No substitutions presented by Right Shore. There's no substitution for the Right Insurance. Nuhu checking in on Osumanu. 90th minute here in Tucson. Another big statement by Union Omaha tonight. Booth. Now Adams trying to make something of it. Maybe one last miracle here for Tucson. Adams staying alive. There with the advantage played. Flicked in. Now Vergen keeps it in there. Now Silva. This pass going wide of Godoy. Right sure stoppage time, 4 minutes. Ball sent in. Headed on by Longden. Got up there but put it wide. Chapman replay. Let's take a look. Darryl Longden leaped in there and sent it just wide. John Gallus hinting at his leaping ability to us. One of the best kept secrets really for Tucson. Something to certainly keep an eye on quarter kicks to come this season. Here's N4. All Omaha has to do now is burn out this clock to get the 3 points. It's a goal kick. Osumanu up ahead to Pancho, but lets it go out of play. Silva puts it in, headed out. So live with Tucson though, as Silva gets back on it. Howe, brilliant through ball, puts it in. Vergen at the top, he strikes it. Life for Tucson. "90 seconds left in the stoppage time, and Eric Vergen gets it to that one at the top of the box.
Yeah, 23.
Let's take a look at the Chapman replay once again. And Vergen getting all of that one on by Nuhu. That's the first goal Union Omaha has given up this season. A little bit of hope now for the home side. That goal presented by Eric Vergen, of course, and Cicharo. Some time will be added to this. Now we have to see how much. Can Tucson pull off a miracle? Silva back after this one. This will stay in play. No, Vergen lost it. Check of the watch from our head referee. And 4.
Let's go.
Foul called, card given, and maybe one last heave available for FC Tucson from midfield. We've seen one goal tonight from midfield over in Statesboro, Georgia. Ricky Lopez has been chipping Pablo Hara. I mean, anything's possible tonight in League One. Mare getting put in the book with that one. And now Alarcon, the responsibility of putting this in a good spot. Headed away, Silva after it. Throw in. Back to Silva. Lines it in there, headed away by Omaha. The foul is called. And that's all she wrote here in Tucson. Union Omaha, their 2 goals out of the break are enough despite one back in by Tucson. Jay Mims and Union Omaha stand alone in second in the League One table with a 2-1 victory on the road and 3 matches having been played. They took the opportunity tonight and they got it done here with 2 out of the halftime break. Certainly the Omaha side has to be happy. Nuhu not seeing too much action. A late one from Eric Vergen gets rid of the clean sheet, but still plenty to be proud of here on the road for Omaha as they have clearly shown themselves to be a contender here in the League One title race in 2020. That man there, Marancio, our man of the match presented by Chapman Automotive Group. Some brilliant saves in the first half. Unfortunately, gave up a deflected goal to start and then a second one on another deflection really from his defense in front of him, but could have been a lot worse here early on if not for some brilliant stops by Marancio that we should see up for Save of the Week this week in USL League One. Eric Vergen as well getting a goal in the back of the net for FC Tucson. So we have plenty to come your way here from Tucson. We'll recap the week here in USL League One and give you the most up-to-date standings to this point. Marancio, some great saves, but not enough to keep Union Omaha out of the back of the net. Coming up, more coverage here from Tucson. Omaha 2-1 over the home side.
Change leads to opportunity, and opportunity opens doors. Arizona at Work is connecting job seekers with local resources, helping you explore career pathways, access free training, obtain new certifications, and find a job. Together, our network can help you return stronger. Find training programs for new career opportunities at azcommerce.com/returnstronger.
Life is full of chores, but shopping for your next vehicle you can customize add-ons, find out your trade-in value, calculate your monthly payment, and even have that new ride delivered right to your front door. Visit us today at ChapmanTucson.com.
Welcome back here into Tucson. Fortunately, the home side not coming out on top in their home opener, but Union Omaha taking League One by storm. They are all alone at number 2 in the table as we close things out here in Tucson, Arizona on the week that was in USL League One. We'll start here with the save of the match here presented by Vantage West Credit Union. Here it is from Marancio. Had quite a few in the first half to keep Union Omaha off the board at that point, but just could not get enough stops in the end as really Union Omaha getting the luck of the draw with some stops. Well, no, deflections in their favor, into the back of the net, as we'll see here in our full-time match highlights presented by Chapman Automotive Group. And there, a brilliant save in the first half from Marancio. One of 3 he had to keep them off the board, and here's where things change. Hallsworth, Logue trying to get the stop as the center back, and Marancio couldn't do anything about that. Deflected in. Just one of those tough moments as a defender for the entire unit. But Hallsworth, a brilliant moment getting his first goal in League One play and putting Union Omaha on top early. That would continue just 10 minutes later when it would be Vanacore Decker who assisted Hallsworth on that goal. And he would get some help on the other side. Headed back, but Vanacore Decker, he stays alive in the play. Doesn't run off, get back in position. He keeps the pressure on and puts it in the back of the net. It's now a goal to go with his 2 assists, and that really sealed the deal and took the energy out of the wings of FC Tucson in the match this evening. Union Omaha now seeing 3 goals in their 3 matches to this point. Eric Ferguson had one final say, though. They give Tucson some life late, but not enough there to try to get the draw and the point at home. Union Omaha, 7 shots, 2 on target. Tucson just 1 shot on target. Union Omaha, 3 matches, they've allowed 4 shots on target. They finally give up a goal in League One play, but they have given up 1 in 3 matches. Still brilliant for Union Omaha as we begin to recap here what happened in USL League One this week. And we begin in Greenville on Wednesday. Tormenta and Greenville with their rivalry clash. JJ Donnelly getting the benefit of a hop here, setting it into the back of the net. 91st minute there for 3 points for Greenville. They're top of the table with 10 points. 3-0-1 they start this campaign. Then went on Friday, yesterday, a red card in the first half for New England 2. OCB took them a while in the match, but they did get 2 on the board late on with some great counterattacking play. And OCB making a statement in just their 2nd game in the standings. They're at now 3 points. Their only other match a loss to Tormenta. Then Terzaghi, he had the lone tally in the 1-0 win for Richmond over Madison. That came in the 9th minute, and Richmond really dictated things on the night. Madison just couldn't get the offense going. And then Chattanooga, North Texas, we saw 4 goals. Early on it was Hurst. And Red Sick having quite the match. A brace for North Texas. As we'll see the second one here, as it was Chattanooga that had to fight back in the match. Smith getting the cross in, and then Benny Redsick. Nice young talent here in USL League One. Chattanooga would tie then later on, and they split the points 4 apiece in Globe Life Park. Of course, Tormenta and Fort Lauderdale doing battle. Late goal by Tormenta, but Fort Lauderdale, they led 2-0. They won 2-1. That was the upset of the weekend. Of course, tonight in front of us, Hawsworth getting the initial tally with the help of a deflection off of Logue, and then he helped out on this tally to set up Vanacore Decker on the left side of the box following this deflection. Vanacore Decker striking that true into the back of the net. Eric Ferguson did have his final say, and he gets the last goal of the night in League One for this match day as he got on the board in his debut for the 2020 season. Here's our scores for the week that was in USL League One. Greenville at the top of the table following all this, not playing today. 4 matches played, 10 points overall. And Union Omaha second, as we'll see now in our standings. 7 points, 3 matches played. Right there, putting some pressure on Greenville. And then really a jumble mess from there. 4 points separating 3rd through 11th. And we'll certainly see a bit of separation. Union Omaha, Chattanooga on Wednesday night here on ESPN+. So tune in for that one. That should be quite the battle between 2 hot teams here in USL League One. We'd like to thank our entire crew. I'm Chris Makoviak. 2-0 win for Union Omaha. They continue to impress. 2-1 win as FC Tucson got a late goal in there. Thanks for joining us tonight, and continue to tune in for USL League One next week. Wednesday action, Chattanooga, Union Omaha back in action. Have a great night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.